Yeah. Unlike my colleague, I think we do need a time frame to get out of Iraq. And I think we ought to be very clear about the fact that as long as we don't, we run the risk of repeating what we did in Vietnam year after year, month after month, with another excuse about why we should stay there and why we should not admit that we've failed in terms of our initial efforts. And we failed there. I voted against the first war because in many instances, I think you've got to exploit diplomacy. You've got to try to find a way to make everything work. In this instance, that was not the case. Rather than to point fingers after 3.5 years, I think it's time to get out, and we ought to set a timetable for that withdrawal. The Woolsey Amendment, which would have done that, failed. Unfortunately, my colleague voted to kill it. I thought it was the proper thing to do because it forced the president to come up with a plan. And in the absence of a plan, we just have anarchy in many respects. In April, we would have been in Iraq longer than we have been in World War II, without any clear referendum on what's going to happen, what's going to take place. What has to happen, though, is that we've got to realize two things. We're in the middle of a civil war. All of our generals tell us that. Our troops are being shot at by Sunnis and Shiites. We don't have any real plan for nation building and nation development. That fell apart. We said this would be a mop-up operation for 6 months. It's been 3.5 years. And it's been $310 billion that have left this country, money that could have gone to health care, could have gone to education, could have gone to help solidify the economy of this country. We've got to find a way to recognize it's a very volatile region of the world, and we've got to engage other countries, and we've got to engage other people in this process. This is not a go-it-alone matter. That's how we got to where we are now, and I've urged the President on several occasions to find a way to take the higher road and to engage more people, more countries, and more ideas in a process to get out of this situation.